Today we are going to be ranking every Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 character. So here's our list of all of the characters right here. And let's go ahead and get straight into it. So the first character we're going to be ranking on this tier list is CatNap, not in his monster form. Well, I mean, that is his monster form, but technically, I mean, this is his monster form. You know, so like this is CatNap's plush form, then his monster form, then his monster form, if you know what I mean. But let's go ahead and start off with ranking CatNap monster form. So obviously, CatNap is the main monster of Poppy Playtime Chapter 3. Definitely one of the best designs I've seen in Poppy Playtime history. I mean, just look at that. Like, that is one of the best designs I've ever seen in any game made. And I mean, to jump from Huggy Wuggy to Mommy Longlegs to then this creature right here, this was a huge jump. I think we can all easily agree that CatNap is one of the scariest monsters in Poppy Playtime. Like, at first, I thought that this was gonna be the main monster right here, like, just his plush form. And I was kind of just like, how is this gonna be scary at all? Like, this thing looks adorable. If we're running away from this plush thing right here, then there's nothing to be scared of. And then I kind of found out that it turned into this. Yeah, that right there. And even though we don't see CatNap that much throughout the whole game, when we do see him, the graphics look really good. It is really scary. And yeah, those moments where we see him are like the best parts of the game. So therefore, I think we can easily say that CatNap monster form easily goes in the A tier. No question about it. Our next character we are ranking is actually CatNap monster form. Not monster form, but monster. Oh, let me tell you right now, this thing is actually scary. Like, no joke, it's actually giving me nightmares. I had a nightmare the other day about this CatNap monster form, and yeah, it was a really scary dream. This thing right here is literally living rent-free in my head. I mean, just look at how scary it looks. It's in its monster form, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it looks like that. Like, I don't know how a game company even manages to make something like this, but this is a brilliant character. So obviously, if we're putting this CatNap in the A tier, it's only right if we put the other CatNap, the CatNap monster form, in the A tier as well. But do we put it in the first spot or the second spot? Honestly, I think we have to put it in the second spot, because if this CatNap doesn't exist, then there is no such thing as this CatNap. So in the second spot it goes, but still in the A tier. The next character we're ranking is Nightmare Huggy Wuggy. Yup, that's right, the Huggy Wuggy that looks like this on the TV at first, then like this on the TV, and then finally turns into this absolute monstrosity. This is also, again, one of the scariest parts of the whole game, in my opinion. It's just the fact that it was so unexpected. Like, I don't think anyone was gonna guess that Huggy Wuggy's about to jump out of TV. And the design of this Huggy Wuggy also looks so good. I mean, bro definitely got an upgrade after seeing him from Chapter 1 to this thing right here. We can definitely see the difference between the Huggy Wuggy from Chapter 1 and then the Huggy Wuggy from Chapter 3. So where do I put it on the tier list? I'm not gonna lie, I know we've put all of them in the A tier so far, so this one's also going in the A tier, but in the third spot. Wow, we really have 3 of them in the A tier right now, and we've only ranked 3. But I mean, come on, you really thought I was gonna rank these any lower than A tier? These definitely deserve A tier. But next up, we got Poppy. So let me just say this before I even say anything else. Poppy is the reason that we're still at this toy factory, so that already deducts some points, because personally, if I was stuck in the toy factory, I would want to get out at all cost. I don't care about the people who've died, they're already dead, I'm sorry. I know that's probably pretty terrible of me to say, but if they're dead, they're gone. If I'm seeing living toys moving around in this toy factory, I'm making sure I get out of that factory as fast as possible. So because Poppy kept us at the factory, that already deducts some points for me. I'm literally throwing hands with Poppy if she did this to me in real life. I'm literally saving myself before anyone else. But I mean, other than that, Poppy is pretty cool. Her design is pretty nice, and she does guide us throughout all of Chapter 3 and also Chapter 2. So I mean, at least Poppy is on our side. I'm still throwing hands with her though, I'm still throwing. But on the tier list, I think we should put her in either B or C. Now, is being C too harsh? Maybe move it up to B. Nah, you kept me at the factory. Hey, listen, you kept me at the toy factory, and I will forever hold that against you. Next up, we got Kissy Missy, who is basically like Poppy's partner. They're always seen together in chapter 3 and they're almost like lovers at this point. But Kissy Missy, she seems like a very nice monster, a very calm and easygoing monster, and her design basically just looks like a pink version of Huggy Wuggy. And we already know that Huggy Wuggy's design looks really nice, so obviously if that's the case, Kissy Missy's design also looks pretty good. And if you guys played chapter 3 or watched chapter 3 and finished it, you'll know that something happened to Kissy Missy at the end and we were left on a cliffhanger, so we don't really know what happened to Kissy Missy. Now people may assume that she died because we heard like screams, but I mean we didn't actually see her die, so my guess is that she's actually still alive. But yeah, let me know what you guys think happened to Kissy Missy. I mean, she looks fine right here. She's just standing there just staring at us. Okay, I know they didn't add the animation here, but okay, I'm gonna just stop talking. So where would I rank Kissy Missy on this tier list? I think we can put her over Poppy, so we can put Kissy Missy in the B tier. Next up, we have DogDay's monster form. You know, the one that literally got bitten in half and was just hanging in a jail cell. You know, at some point, you just gotta feel bad for DogDay because it looks like he's seen a lot and also been through so much. I don't know what you've seen or what CatNap did to you, but like, you good, man? You okay? You doing okay in there? Oh no, DogDay is definitely not doing okay. His mental health is through the roof right now. But all jokes aside, I really do like DogDay's design a lot. The chase scene was really scary and intense, and his jump scare is even better. Now again, I don't know what CatNap did to you, DogDay, but hope you're doing well. Hope you get better. Get well soon. I'll send you a get well letter. So for the tier list, I think DogDay has a really good design, a really good chase scene, and a really good jump scare. So all those balance it out to be able to go in the A tier. Probably behind Nightmare Huggy Wuggy though, but I mean, still A tier, still really good. Next up, we got Miss Delight. Miss Delight. Miss Delight indeed goes in the F tier, and let me explain why. It's cause she's too scary, okay? That's literally my only reasoning. She's way too scary. The scariest part of the whole game was Miss Delight. The thing I remember most about this game was getting jump scared by Miss Delight. Yes, CatNap monster form gave me nightmares, but Miss Delight is Miss Delight. So for being way too scary, Miss Delight, congratulations, you've won a spot in the F tier. Next up, we got the Smiling Critters. So this would include all of the Smiling Critters, including Bubba Fan, Piggy, Crafty Corn, DogDay, Hoppy Hopscotch, Bobby Bear Hug, and Kickin' Chicken. Now, I don't really know what happened to you guys, if CatNap was like abusing you guys, or if you guys are even still alive. According to DogDay, all of the Smiling Critters are dead. So I don't know, but I really like how they made all of the Smiling Critters like plushies. I really like how each Smiling Critter is their own unique animal, like Bubba Fan is an elephant and Kickin' Chicken is a chicken. And I also like how each Smiling Critter has their own scent and also personality. It's all very creative. So back to the tier list, where should I put the Smiling Critters at? I definitely love them all, they're all great. And without all of the Smiling Critters, I feel like chapter 3 wouldn't be as good. So I'm gonna put them in the B tier over Kissy Missy. So we have 2 characters left, and the one that we are ranking next is Ollie. Now, how do I even rank Ollie? I mean, he's literally a phone. He's literally a telephone. I mean, the thing about Ollie is that we have no idea what he looks like. He's a mystery person. Now, he sounds like a little boy, but obviously we don't know if he actually is a little boy. He could be a little girl. He could actually be an adult. For all I know, he could be a cow. I have to say though, Ollie's voice is a little annoying. Okay, I'm saying that as if my voice isn't annoying, but in my opinion, Ollie's voice is a little bit annoying. So he's just a mystery person who tells us what to do throughout the play care, and is supposedly supposed to be a child. Or is he? So where do I rank Ollie the telephone? There's nothing really special I can say about him, or her, or it. So I'm just gonna put him behind Poppy in the C tier. And last but not least, we have the one and only, the prototype. Now this one's also kind of hard to rank because we only really see his hand. I mean, in this part we obviously see what may be the prototype when CatNap is worshipping whatever this thing is. This is supposedly what the prototype is supposed to look like, and honestly, if this is the prototype, I'ma be laughing because this thing just looks so stupid. I mean, maybe it's gonna look different, maybe it's gonna look a lot better once it's actually finished, but right now, if I was being chased by this thing, I wouldn't even know how to react. But other than this part, we never really see the prototype's full body, we only see his hand. And I saw a couple of theories saying that Ollie is the prototype, which actually seems very possible. Because if we remember from one of the VHS tapes in this chapter, it showed that the prototype could change his voice to sound like anything. So there is obviously a chance that Ollie could be the prototype. It's a pretty good theory if you ask me, but what do you guys think? Is Ollie the prototype? That man, the prototype, really folded CatNap. He really folded him. So honestly, with the prototype, I feel like it's almost kind of like Ollie, but just a little better. We just need to see more of it. But the prototype definitely has a lot of potential, as it seems like it is the main villain of Poppy Playtime. So I'm gonna put it at the end of the B tier list, right behind Kissy Missy. Now obviously, once we see more of the prototype, I definitely think it could move up to the A tier. But there it is, that is my finished tier list, with CatNap monster form being the top at the A, and then Miss Delight. Yeah, no more to be said. Let me know what you guys think about my tier list. Do you guys agree with this, or what would you change to my tier list? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, that's it. I don't know what to say.